Hello and welcome to another Kamen HG review. It has been a while, surely a while, for these Kamen Gashapon capsule toy sort of plastic figurines. So this is Wizard 2, I guess the number would be, because it's kind of annoying that one of what's going to happen with normal Beast and normal Land and Hurricane forms because they didn't release them. So we've got the 4 Dragon forms now, but as you see in this leaflet. So here's the leaflet. Until you got Infinity. Okay, not painted Infinity, by the way. And not fully painted Beast Hyper, maybe? I can't remember what it's called. Water Dragon, Land Dragon, and a fully painted version of Infinity and Beast second mode. I say fully painted, the gun's still the same color. So let's go through this issue again. The older HG stuff, yeah, sure, they're more rare. They're rare figures, but they're always different characters. With these, the rarer figures are just ones that are painted with more detail. Now, the bad side to this is that, but the good side to it is means that if you're not too bothered about the figures, you can collect all the characters quite easily that they release. Unlike in the past, sometimes there's a character you really want but you're not going to get. And that's the only good side. But the bad side is it means that there are less characters being made. Another bad thing is, well, even with the supposedly fully painted ones, they're not as detailed as what HG used to be. And when you're getting one that isn't the fully painted ones, the detail is severely lacking, as you see in a sec, especially on the back. And of course, these figures are smaller than the older HD stuff, so, just a tiny bit. So if you put them on the shelf on display of the older ones right next to each other, you will notice the size difference. But if they're on a different shelf, they should still fit in quite well. So here's the other side, background information and adverts and stuff. If you want to look at this closely, you can go on the Facebook page, links up below, for closer detail looks in your own time, if you like. So let's take a look at the figures. First we have Land Dragon. Just for size comparison, here is the Gambarai card of Final Kamen Attack Form Rider. It's like if you have the Wizard sort of Gambarai card, you can pretty much have them displaying on the back. As you see, this guy is not standing up. Hey, stay up. The plastic sort of warped in the packaging. Now, size comparison, here's the Gambarai Gaia Memory, which is way bigger. Anywho, that's kind of like me showing off. So here, Land Dragon figure. He is, if you look at the front, he's okay. The belt is just black paint where the hand is, but there's no sort of gold or silver going around the outline of the hand. There is no sort of more painted version either, so this is all you can get. The chest is okay. I mean, the colors that they do paint do look nice and shiny. Bandai silver and the gold colors are good as always. Again, the rings just aren't painted at all. I mean, you can paint it yourself, I guess. And actually, a closer look at the rings, they are, if you can see it closely, they are actually molded to different sort of henshin forms. Just to zoom in here so you can sort of see it. Don't know how well you can see it, but there are 4 different henshin rings and 4 different sort of magic spell rings. The spell rings are not, it's pretty much just studs, so but I'm slightly impressed with the more detail that they've done with the rings. So the first ring on the belt is, if I can see it, well, I can't tell which one's which, but you know, they are there, so that's a plus. As you can see here, the figure can stand quite well on its own without the sort of crappy yellow peg, but you know, it's always easier just to display the peg, but because of the warped plastic, you know, do the hot water trick to fix this. You know, it's when you put plastic in hot water so it reforms back to its original shape, because these things are bent in the plastic bags and such. So, yeah. The legs are not painted, there's no detail underneath the feet apart from sort of a boot and heel sort of line cutting it apart. And if you look at the back, nothing is painted at all, pretty much just the belt there, so that kind of sucks. In terms of sort of movement, I mean they're not meant to move, but the waist can swivel because of the round pegs, and these hands can kind of like do a Johnny Depp sort of thing going on. But yeah, in terms of tightness, he's quite tight, he's not loose at all, and yeah, helmet looks good enough. Put him in the back. Next we have Water Dragon. His leg peg keeps coming off actually. Again, sort of similar painted detail, however the blue is not actually metallic on this one, which is sort of weird when you think about the normal water form. His blue is metallic. Movement wise, he's got the same sort of round stud areas, so you can move the hands slightly, the waist slightly. And in terms of detail, yeah, same amount is painted, the belt looks the same, and the back is not painted at all. In terms of molded detail, it is also equally quite impressive. Next we have Beast Hyper Mode, I think it's called. Now, Beast is supposed to have way more detail on his belt because of the line face and all that, and well, he does. But, as you can see, there's hardly any painted detail at all. He's got literally two colors, red and gold, painted onto the blue plastic, and he just... he looks awful. I mean, yeah, I think his suit looks awful in the show, but if you like his suit in the show, this looks awful. You're gonna have to paint this. This is terrible. I saw a vinyl figure looks better than this. The cheap candy toys look better than this. This is disgustingly bad. Even with like the supposedly fully painted version, it doesn't help much. But you know, as always, the molded detail is quite excellent. Boot and heel cut underneath the feet. And as for the gun, well, I'll take a closer look at the belt and the gun. As you can see here, the belt buckle is very detailed indeed in terms of mold, just lacking a few bits of paint, but since the whole thing looks gold anyway in the show, it's not too big a deal. Now the gun, if I can steady him. Now the gun is also quite like heavily detailedly molded, but again, it's just a big blue piece of plastic. Well, might as well zoom in on the helmet for you guys as well. So that's Beast. Sort of good mold, bad paint. And yes, some sort of articulation thing going on, not too much. And his back is just blue. No paint whatsoever. It's like, screw you people who give us money. Finally we have Infinity, which well, he's not going to look like the show, let's be honest, because, you know, he's a piece of plastic. He's looking down like, I'm depressed. I'm depressed how crap I look compared to the show. Again, molded detail is perfectly fine. There's even a really nice little dragon thing where his neck is, if I can get the detail to show up on the camera. There we go. Belt again is pretty much the same piece as the normal riders, and the feet is also the same piece. He's molded in sort of a dark greyish plastic. And he's got painted silver and slightly tinted blue silver on his body. Again, on the back there's no paint whatsoever. And of course, just to give you a closer look on the hand. Torso and the dragon face where the neck is. Helmet, ring on the hand, ring on the other hand, and the rings down on his belt. So, is this a good set? not really. It's not really that exciting. If you're collecting all the forms of Wizard, then yeah, go ahead and get it. But it's just not that special. It's like every new series of HG, they make it smaller and smaller and less interesting. What happened to all the monster releases? It's just the main characters now, and I'm not even getting the complete set of the main character. Where is Landform and where is Hurricane Form? Nope, I don't have them. So what's going on? When are they getting released? Are they not going to release? It's like they skipped the base forms and went to the super forms. Where's the old Dragon Form? Hopefully the next set will, have all of those. But I guess all the more rare riders or less common riders aren't going to get released in HG anymore, since they've pretty much given up on that as well. Because if you think about it, a lot of other riders and different forms that have not been released in HG form whatsoever. Sad times. So yeah, get this for cheap. The fully painted version of Infinity and Beast are just not worth it. And they cost so much more. It's like an extra £10-20 just to get the 2 extra figures, which frankly look kind of crap as well. I mean, you just see them on the picture, then no, not too special. So yeah, subscribe, suggest, and comment below and tell me what you think. Check out the Facebook page for more photos on this set. Take care and have a nice day. Bye.